It is a privilege to stand before you today and to ask my colleagues to join us in passing a piece of legislation that would make a difference for the lives of the people that live in this great city and this great state. Last week, we stood outside this very institution, and we went to the Police Memorial Wall, and we met with many of the parents of those and loved ones of those that have lost police officers and state troopers across this great city and state. It's sad to see the numbers, how great they are. And it's important that we, as a body, a legislative body, give the tools not only to the police departments across this great state, but to the people, the 19.5 million people that live in this great state, that they can feel secure in that we have passed legislation that will defend the police officers and their families as they go to work each and every day. This bill provides swift and severe and certain punishment for those that murder police officers. This bill will do something about the 1,385 police officers that have been killed in this state, the 508 that have been by gunfire, the 61 by assault, the 3 from a bomb, the 34 that were stabbed, the 49 by vehicle assaults. Nationwide, this past year, there were 39 line-of-duty deaths, including 2 here in New York. Academic studies show that the death penalty has a deterrent effect. It shows that each additional execution decreases homicides by 5 to 6. Each additional commutation increases homicides by the same amount. And an additional removal from death penalty, the death row generates 1 additional murder. Arguments against the death penalty essentially are that criminals are not rational enough to behave according to incentives. But criminal activity declines as the price of such activity increases. We already have proof of this. Increased arrests, more police officers reduced. Crime is serious.
Senator Golden, excuse me. May we have order in the House out of respect for our Speaker? Thank you. Senator Golden, you may continue.
If I just focus on the city of New York, they are down 5,000 police officers, and crime is creeping up in that city and across other cities here in the state of New York. We've seen officers that were here last Wednesday, Police Officer Demchenko, who was killed in the city of New York. His parents were here as they went over to the wall to see their son on that wall. We've seen 2 auxiliary police officers gunned down in the city of New York because a crazed gunman thought that they were police officers and went back and put 2 shots into his head as he was laying on the ground. The only way, the only deterrent is to put the death penalty into effect for those that would kill police officers and state troopers, correction officers, and those that were peace officers that in line of duty that are doing their work. We believe it's the right piece of legislation. How many more police officers have to die here in this great state before we as a body and the Assembly do something so that we can send to the governor a piece of legislation that works and brings down crimes, brings down murders, and brings down murders of police officers across this great state? I vote aye, Mr. President, and I thank you for your dedication.
Senator Golden to be recorded in the affirmative. Announce the results.
Those recorded in the negative on calendar number 838 are Senators Adams, Aubertine, Breslin, Connor, Diaz, DeLon, Duane, Gonzalez, Hassel-Thompson, L. Kruger, Montgomery, Oppenheimer, Perkins, Sabini, Sampson, Savino, Schneiderman, Serrano, Smith, Stavisky, Stewart-Cousins, Thompson, and Valesky. Ayes 36, nays 23.